have to play with composure.
Pow getting the screen from Kitts, driving in past two defenders. Chloe Kitts is there for the second chance points.
The offensive glass, that has been the mainstay, being able to start the tournament at home. Oh, great cut by Raven Johnson. Points in the paint. So important for South Carolina, and the cuts, timing by Raven Johnson. Perfect.
Star Jacobs trying to get around Chloe Kitts. Kitts with some nice defense down low. Ole Miss just 1 for 5 from the field on the other end. South Carolina down here 3 for 7. More points in the paint. Sanaya Fagan.
They've got to, Ole Miss has got to make some jump shots.
And South Carolina responds. Pick and roll Kitts. Kitts and Fagan.
When your defense is getting what you want, it's because you're taking shots confidently instead of under pressure.
Carissa Richardson. Blocked from behind by Kitts.
Oh, good post feed.
Kitts got free, shook off the defense. Jacobs stopped by Fagan. And then Kitts comes out with it. Sanaya Fagan is just doing work.
I just don't think Scott's aggressive enough on the offensive side of the ball.
Fuliley answers.
Well, they've got big guards, and that makes them so tough on the defensive end.
She also added a little height. South Carolina 38% from the field right now.
But look, it's already 16 seconds before South Carolina could get into their offense. But Chloe Kitts is able to knock it down.
That's her 5th three-pointer this season. She knew too much, and Chloe Kitts with her 8th rebound.
You can just see all season long, Chloe Kitts, the work that she has put on in the weight room has paid off.
Allowing her to do things just like that.
Last year, a play like that, Chloe Kitts probably ended up on the floor. Not today. She can stay on two, taking off on 2 feet and getting the finish.
Can I redo her stat line right now?
Let's go.
11 points, 8 rebounds, a career-high 6 assists.
Triple-double watch.
Ooh! Three-point play for Chloe Kitts.
On plays that really are going to matter. That wasn't a good one.
Intercepted by Kitts. And back to the free throw line. It was her first full season. Remember, in 2023, she joined the team in December and elected to play a half year, lose that eligibility. But that really paid off the following year. I mean, Dawn Staley talked about she wouldn't have been in the starting lineup last season had she not come in and gotten that experience with the team. South Carolina hasn't scored in 2.5 minutes. Fagan ends the scoring drought. They covered up Kennedy Todd Williams. Deans gets free. Kitts with the rebound. Make it 20. And guess what? Tack on another assist for Chloe Kitts. 8 assists, 2 away from a triple-double. And Chloe Kitts 2 assists away from a triple-double.
Finishing inside.
Sadler right down the middle. I think this is one of the best games Sanaya Fagan has had. Bree Hall in transition. That's number 33. Madison Scott short.
And moving the ball around.
And she's put in the extra effort to get her game here. Number 10, triple-double for Chloe Kitts.
She got the triple-double and looked at Dawn and said, okay, now I need to come out.
16 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists. The first South Carolina triple-double since Aaliyah Boston did it against Georgia in 2021.
The challenge is not to be complacent or think, as you said, because we're all back, we're going to get it done as kids.
So a 2-point game as we come up on the 4-minute mark in this opening quarter. Swords turn back, and it's Kits.
That's it. And we're underway from Columbia. South Carolina has first possession, averaging 69.5 points per game so far this season, shooting 41% from the field, 23% from three through 2 games. Kits, the first bucket belongs to Chloe. Brings the show to perfection. Kits off the glass and one. Jones looks to push. Lost the handle. This one up ahead to Chloe Kits. Unable to get it inside to Belenga. Kits. And one. Get it and score. Oh, she feeds Kits. Kits stays with it and finishes from in close. She's got 13. Kits has 10 for the Gamecocks. Kicks it to Pow Pow.
Chaotically swinging. No. They are playing disciplined basketball. Ooh.
Great move. Give her some space on the outside. Kits continues to assert. Lawrence lost it. 3 points now for Gray. Kits an open 3. That's good. McDaniel on the drive. Unable to finish. Kits, the follow-up. Off the glass and in. Another with just under 10 a game. They can spread it around. Kits, Joyner, backing down Kits. Misses everything. Gamecocks look to push. Pow Pow up to Kits. Joyner takes the 3. It's short. A rebound for Kits, who looks to push. Give and go with Pow Pow. That was over Tatiana Weish. A steal for Kits. 2-on-1 here. Kits finishes off the glass. So she's only a sophomore, really, if you think about it. Well, listed as a junior.
Yeah, and the thing about her,
Clemson taking away any driving lanes. The mid-range.
South Carolina forced. Ashlyn Watkins short in the paint. Chloe Kits.
Kiki Rice. Watkins on the baseline was trying to find her teammate Kits, and eventually it ended up in her hands, and another chance.
All right, turnover forced by the Gamecocks. Kits out in transition, fouled by Brown, and one. Now paint touch and a miss. Kits rebound and one. For Wiley, almost an NBA range 3. Kits, another offensive rebound, and Fagan finishes.
Ball crisscrossing the lane, left it off target. Kits the putback and one. Off the screen, Jones to the cup, turned away by Chloe Kits. Great pass, Pow Pow, too long on the finish. The putback for Kits, added to the back out wide. Bounce pass for Puryear, through 3, just barely springs off. And South Carolina pries it loose. Rahina Pow Pow up the floor, lofts it in, reels it down, kick to the corner, Hall. Not quite the same depth South Carolina has.
It keeps him to one and done, and then sprinting down in transition all the time, constantly.
Down for South Carolina on the offensive glass. Great movement. Kits down deep, fading away for 2.
South Carolina, I mean, it's across the board and coming off the bench. Chloe Kits cut into the rack and finishes the bucket. Again, before coming to South Carolina last year, Raven Johnson in the corner. It rolls out. Chloe Kits, offensive rebound. South Carolina, 62%. High-low, Fagan to Chloe Kits.
So they can get themselves right back into this game.
Defense has been the cornerstone of this program for Kara Lawson. Reagan Richardson in the paint, gets blocked by Chloe Kitts.
They make the call, and that's it.
Forcing a turnover, Chloe Kitts will finish the play. Pow back to Kitts. Showing off that streak. A 10-0 run. Kitts gets the first field goal. Man, Chloe up 10 here, approaching the 4-minute mark. Man, Chloe Kitts. Kitts got herself a steal.
The hard dive sucks the weak side, and that opens up wide open looks. Bigby knocks it down.
There's the USLBM starting under 3 minutes to go in this first half. Bree Hall will try from outside and
Inside California, she's on the move, trying a window, but comes up empty.
And this is what Jose Fernandez said. He did not want to allow us a second chance. When you're trying to scout who to stop in South Carolina, they got so many options.
Hall swishes that one. South Carolina 13-4 on South Florida. Here's Bree Hall averaging about 7 points a game. And a beautiful pass. Raven Johnson pries it free on the turnover. Great ball movement. Watkins will lay. Presence of mind to go and get it. The entry to her on the baseline. Got it underneath. And one coming. Very physical, very strong player. Kitts denying from behind. Nice defensive play there. And here comes Raven Johnston. Back down to Kitts. And she did a great job on it.
And a nice pass inside to Edwards.
the reverse deal, whether it's been going their way. And so far, I think if you're a Wofford fan, you've got to be really happy. And you're seeing us doing this 1-3-1 on the baseline out of bounds defense, and then they immediately try to get matched up.
Raven Johnson buries it quickly. South Carolina gets down the floor. Kitts to clean up the mess.
Mission accomplished by our point guard, Wilson.
Pow sets for three.
Gave a wide open attack at the basket. Good start from Mississippi State. They wanted to control the runs by South Carolina, and there's Chloe Kitts.
Get some offensive rebound, but...
And she dunks too. Chloe Kitts. They want to cut open to shoot. Kitts with the rebound, and one. Chloe Kitts. Here's the zone again. Pow, yes! For dramatic effect. Kitts going one-on-one. Got a screen, banks it in.
Finish those shots too.
She's only taken one shot, and she made it. Johnson, 3 threes. Kitts backing in on Montague. Determined. And gets the roll. Chloe Kitts. 3 good officials today doing a fantastic job. Kitts catches, shoots, scores off the glass. For Wiley, penetrates the D. Off the mark. Kitts with the offensive rebound and gets the roll.
She might have seen Dawn on the side of her eye.
Inside, Fagan scoring down low. Players, so is Alabama's Aaliyah Nye. Johnson, nice shot.
Feed inside to Tahina. Pow and too easy. Coming up to screen for Janae Kent, the LSU transfer. Rebound by Kitts. Pow. Back to Chloe Kitts at the elbow. You can't leave her. This has taken her game to another level as she tries to become a pro eventually. Inside to Jada Malone. A little too far underneath the basket. And she traveled. Christy Thomas-Scuddy with you from Columbia, South Carolina. Chloe Kitts, her second bucket. They haven't lost here since before December 17, 2020. Chloe Kitts.
Leach for Wiley.
Booker off again. Good contest from Kitts. Booker now 0 for 7. For Wiley, up under and in.
Basically for them, we have to finish with contact today, and another example of them getting in the paint.
Obviously a term usually reserved for football. Really interesting to hear him use it as often as he did. Here's Kitts. Kitts, pull up. Rims in. Pow putting it down in a crowd. Able to escape. Hall connects. Hoopers. Mother Sherry played at Washington. Father Charles played at Morgan State.
It's been relentless from South Carolina, and I've loved every second of it.
And that is what Vic Schaefer really highlighted to us about South Carolina. Again, Kitts running.
Now 10 on the shot clock. Kitts somehow came up with the basketball, and now she's got it back. Kitts, double clutch and got it to go. Pull up is off, no good.
Alabama's got to settle down on the offensive end.
Beautiful feed to Kitts for the lay-in.
Excellent job.
Kitts, nice move, easy bucket.
Alabama switching up defenses.
Open three missed by Hall. There's Kitts on the glass again to Johnson. Corner three. There's Kitts on the glass. Back to Kitts. Chloe Kitts. Another friendly roll. 10 on the shot clock for Johnson. Fagan, easy from the right block.
Swing it to 9 in the corner, but elected to stroke it herself.
Pow will return the favor from deep. Kitts to Fagan. That's how you do it. Shot clock off for the Gamecocks. To Edwards.
That foul was the first on Chloe Kitts. Top of the key. 2 extra chances. 6 seconds for Raven. Short rebound by Kitts. Over to Sanaya Fagan.
She is a sports fan.
Super fan.
Through and through.
If you were watching NFL Countdown, you saw that Dawn inside to Kitts. Got the bucket.
Back to work. Raven Johnson at the top of the key. Chloe Kitts, the spin, and the finish. Well, you can tell Gilbert wants it. She'll take it, rejected by Kitts. Both teams defensively starting to clamp down after a hot start on offense. Chloe Kitts found a way.
Has dominated the SEC. They've won 54 straight regular season games against conference opponents. That's an SEC record. Chloe Kitts rejecting.
I know what that's like. I had a set of parents that thought the same way.
And then you went to Vanderbilt.
Well, there you go.
In the corner for Wiley. Out in the corner. Corner pocket.
Ooh, there's a lot of contact up top.
Kitts shakes it off though.
The positive and helping her team do whatever necessary.
Chloe Kitts through a triple team. Kitts wide open, towing the line.
She wasn't just on vacation because she wasn't playing, but preparing herself and learning all that she could so she could be ready to step up when Watkins went down.
Chloe Kitts leading the break.
The way that South Carolina is able to, hard to defend. Just to having fun, but even being able to have fun and then turn this, basically snap your fingers and be able to be serious in the moment. And Joyce Edwards alone is what's keeping them in the game. And for Wiley, nice look at the basket, not able to get in. Chloe Kitts.
Great rivalry matchup.
I believe you should be in front of the TV all day today watching these games because we got some great matchups. And Chloe Kitts.
Carolina down to the Plains 2024. Gaston off the mark. Here's Pow.
Watch when Pau dribbles the ball. Her head is always up. She's always serving the lane. We talked about creativity and Chloe Kitts. This one will be a three.
Boston with 7 kicks. One possession game. Here's Edwards. Kitts on the offensive glass. Back to work. And a strong finish on the reverse.
So when she gets that excitement and she plays with that, I think that we're going to see a whole nother level right there.
Kitts, a massive euro.
Of course, South Carolina brought 2 buses load of their fans, and Avenger got knocked down on the shot, no foul call. Kitts puts it on the floor, goes by Chahute, and gets the layup. Carolina, Fagan leading the break, gets it to Pau. Pau back to Fagan, dish to Kitts. Beautifully done.
For Georgia in over 8 minutes. They need more field goals. They had 7 minutes that they didn't score, and great foul.
Feed from Avenger to Woolfolk got her players and opponents in the air and didn't get the bunny.
And Woolfolk started backing up. She thought the shot was in. She could have stayed there and got the offensive rebound.
Fitz with the three-pointer. Johnson and Tessa Johnson. And also schedules UConn on an annual basis. Ball tipped away as Georgia tried to go. Woolfolk in deep. Kitts the rebound. Pushes it ahead to McDaniel. She gets the layup and puts it in.
Kitts with the mid-range. And she's been great in the 7 games since, as we detailed in the open. Here's Kitts, 5 to shoot on the reverse. Nice move. She was getting ready to come back on defense. Johnson, another beautiful feed, and Kitts lays it in. Off the Booker miss. Kitts dumps it down. Fagan lays it in. A good start to the 3-point lead. South Carolina has not led today. Kitts turns the corner, lays it in. Kitts working the freshman lead. Kitts trying to hold on and does. Edwards a lot of space, knocks in a jumper.
And their transition defense has to be on point.
Fagan has to launch with the shot clock winding down, and here's another offensive rebound, a second chance again. Pau makes Florida pay. Their starting 5, McGill, as we mentioned, Kyle's in the post, Jariah Warren, Layla Reynolds, and Alexa DeZecco.
And when we talk about transition defense, it's not about just running to the paint. It's about stopping ball. That time Florida did well, but didn't get deep.
We saw Texas against Vanderbilt in the game before, and you just had that feeling. Texas was ready to play, tie up. We'll give it to South Carolina. That UCLA game as well. You know, that meant they would not have the 3rd straight undefeated regular season. The highest scoring total for any one player is 23 this year. Fagan gets the pass inside, but South Carolina's been in control since that dominating first quarter. And speaking of dominating,
I play off of her. I'm the better shooter.
So next year, it'll be the Kitts showdown when Florida and South Carolina play.
Wants that level of aggression from Paige Beckers as well as AZ Fudd. Chloe Kitts in the mid-range. Harassed by Arnold for Wiley. Shovels underneath. Then Kitts can't lay it in. Gets it back and stuffs it home. Fagan can't hit the jumper. Kitts the O-board. Kitts the putback.
Even if they were in different places, her parents have nurtured her, have loved her, but also been very hard on her.
6 seconds. Raven to Kitts. Has to take the 3. Kitts back out to Hall. Kitts for 2.
To help Izzy Higginbottom. Kiki Smith has brought it.
Chloe Kitts went up to get that ball.
Molly Benetti, the strength coach, works with Kitts, and even Kitts does a lift on game day.
So she can do that right there. Battle in the paint.
Pau into Chloe Kitts. Kitts got trapped. Good find as Pau made the cut, puts it in. And now seeing her early again here in this third.
See if Moore or somebody from the perimeter can get a shot. Good steal by Kitts.
So it's two UConn teams. They won 99 straight at home as Kitts muscles up.
What a great pass. Almost averaging a double-double as well. 9 rebounds per game. As you see that, the fruit of her labor on display there with that shot.
Kitts, oh, good backdoor cut.
Wow.
Big day in the SEC. Who will win the regular season championship? Will it be South Carolina or Texas? Or will they both share that title? Kitts. Strack will try to take Edwards. Ripped away by Kitts and a foul call.
Because they've had a dominant center. This year, it's got to be by committee. They got a gang rebound. The guards have to get involved as well.
Kitts finds a way to get it in. Gamecocks led Ole Miss by a point in Oxford on Thursday night, then really dominated in the second half. Chloe Kitts, contact, no whistle, outside to Pow Pow. Kitts on the offensive glass. Couple of fakes, and the finish.
She can make so much happen.
5 on the shot clock. Key turns around to see it. Left side of the paint. Key blocked by Kitts. Ray Hall connected from downtown earlier in the quarter. Here's Pow Pow in mid-range. She'll connect it.
But the defensive pressure, South Carolina has the ability to turn up.
Moore blocked by Kitts, out of bounds.
Pow Pow had the first 7 points of the game.
Trying to have the first 3 here. Can't hit. Bree Hall on the offensive glass. Sets up Kitts for 2.
And that's where South Carolina really...
Pow Pow dumping it down. Fagan. Nice look inside. And Kitts able to finish. Chloe Kitts, the first
meeting between these teams, she was almost non-existent out there.
Pow Pow with all the assistants. It's just a lot of love between the programs before the game. As South Carolina 1 seed again. Kitts finishing on the interior. It's been a while since she scored. Can't hit there. For Wiley mistimed the jump. Waba turns it over. Here comes Kitts, 5 to shoot. Kitts fading away. Oh, that's nicely done by Chloe Kitts. Here's Edwards sliding in. Couldn't finish it. Chloe Kitts uncontested on the glass. Blakes didn't want to pick up a third. And Waba was just kind of ball watching. As Vanderbilt gives it away for her. Just watching. Here's Kitts. Kitts goes baseline and banks it in. Vanderbilt's outscored South Carolina 19-7 in the quarter. Kitts off the catch, little mid-range. She got it. Chloe Kitts just so efficient in transition. Vanderbilt did a nice job getting back. Kitts, great position. Here's Kitts. Kitts has been their best option offensively in a big... If anything, should have been a whistle on Kitts. Here is Kitts. She got it! Chloe Kitts. Here's Pow Pow dumping it in. Fagan the shovel. Kitts 2 more! A career high 22. More at it. Blocked by guess who? Sanaya Fagan. South Carolina off to the races.
Refound their mojo in the fourth.
A 12-0 run. Kitts the block. Tennessee, but Oklahoma subs often really uses their depth.
And they get a totally different look with this lineup
of the year a season ago. Verhulst has it knocked away by Kitts, controlled by Hall. Pow Pow. With Joyce Edwards posting. The talented freshman pivoting, finishing, plus the foul.
Yeah, she was absolutely terrific in her decision-making as well yesterday.
Kitts, the putback is good. O'Hara Williams had some big moments yesterday for Oklahoma. Kitts storms in and...
That's like an unforgivable sin.
Yeah.
If you can't feed the posts when they're open.
Kitts finds Fagan on ESPN. It will be the championship game. Kitts jumper is good. Kitts, nice touch pass. And Fagan. Kitts and Jones to jump it up. And the SEC championship game is underway.
You see Texas starting out in their pressure man-to-man defense. A key for South Carolina. Don't let that disrupt their flow offensively.
Kitts floater is good. Tessa Johnson, great look, and kicks. Here's Lee. Looking for Booker. Picked up her dribble, needs help, kicks it away. Just 1-3 this season in their matchups against South Carolina combined. Kicks, great position. The finish. Preston ends up with it. Tande inside, gets denied by Kitts and controlled by Hall. Raven Johnson dumps it down. Chloe Kitts shovels. Fagan finishes. Defender falls. Kitts dumps it down. Edwards patiently flips it up. Kitts on the follow.
If they can, to get out in transition, find anything easy at the rim.
Pow found in a crowd. Kitts looking for an angle. Finds Fagan. Her jumper is good. Kitts 7 to shoot. Kitts jumper. Wow. Edwards dumps it down. Kitts wide open to wind this clock. Kitts misses the layup, but not the follow.
They won the SEC tournament. They shared the SEC regular season title with Texas. They're first in the nation in bench points and paint points per game for the Gamecocks. Maddie McDaniel in the game now for South Carolina, the freshman point guard. Here's Kitts. He's using her strength. Worked so hard with Molly Benetti, the strength coach, on adding for Kitts.
Well, not just...
Oh, stop! Sanaya Fagan's up behind.
You got to have guards rebounding when you don't have that size advantage that you had last season.
Kitts to Joyce Edwards.
Off that elbow.
Chloe Kitts, offensive rebound. Turnover. Their bench has outscored Tennessee Tech.
Well, and they've done it in South Carolina fashion. Not only getting help from the reach, she needs 5 more to reach that 1,000 mark.
Oh, Chloe Kitts.
The connections to the post have not been as crisp, I'm sure, as Dawn Staley would have liked. In the season against Tennessee, she got into some foul trouble, was playing a little tentative, but she's brought her aggressiveness back.
5 seconds. Inside to Edwards. They work it over to Bree Hall for the triple! At the buzzer!
Left to paint. She's clogging up everything inside.
Chloe Kitts back on the floor. She had to sit down with 2 fouls early on.
See if Sanaya Fagan continues to go to work inside.
Chloe Kitts with a switch.
To go to Sanaya Fagan and give her room to work. Not having her on the floor in the first half in that foul trouble was crucial.
Fagan wants the basketball.
Well, she was in the lane for quite a long time.
Tahina Pow.
First game that we had today. Looking for some more offense in this one.
Chloe Kitts. Tahina Pow pushing, and she'll weave around the lane. Over to Chloe Kitts. To avoid the turnover, she does. Raven Johnson driving in. Kitts. Already clashing.
And she has not looked back.
Yeah, last 7 games averaging 14.
In tournament time.
Averaging 17.5 points per game in the NCAA tournament. Gillian Schmeichel. Chloe Kitts. McLean tried to get there to pick her pocket.
South Carolina's got to take care of the basketball. Maryland has a little showing. It'll be a fun matchup to watch. Fournier and Fagan go at each other.
Drive, the kick for Chloe Kitts.
Tightly played first half. Hi, ladies. Backdoor Kitts lays it in as Booker had to be.
Texas now back to man-to-man.
Here's Kitts, fakes the jumper, now will take, and hits. Darts one in, Fagan, no, rebound, Kitts, able to spin it.
Baby Jokic, I mean, her footwork, her hands, the way she sees the court, she's really, really special. And Chloe Kitts.
Ooh, thought about it. There's your girl.
Who's that?
Talk to me. Oh, yeah, she's face guarding AZ.
Yeah, I mean,
listen, the reality is everything we talked about that we hoped would go well for UConn, shooting threes, South Carolina's on the other side saying we can't let them shoot threes.
Right.
We can't let them get off from the three-point line. Chloe Kitts.
She can score from the three-point line too, so I think all of that. And then she can play point guard, but she can also play off the ball. I think that'll be an interesting dynamic.